What's good, everybody? This is Hampton in Vegas here. Want to cover the news conference that was at Norfolk State University, honoring Coach Michael Vick, introducing him to the faculty, to the Spartan Nation, and to the rest of the world. Keyword world. It was awesome to see that we had local legends, also icons and superstars such as Michael Vick himself, Allen Iverson, Bruce Smith, amongst others. This is a production, a presentation that's not just for your cousin and them, Pookie, Ray Ray, Sean, whoever around the way. This is a presentation that's going across the nation. News channels have been covering the Michael Vick story to Norfolk State from all over the country, national, local, online blogs. Celebrities been talking about it. Even was featured on Fox Sports during Sunday. And we have to understand that everything that we do concerning Vic, concerning the Norfolk State Spartans, we have to present ourselves a certain way where it's respectable and where it's memorable. And that press conference was trash, man. I hate to say it. I mean no disrespect to anybody involved, but I have to be honest. It was garbage. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the presentation could have been a lot better. The good things was it was nice seeing Vic's interaction with his wife. It was nice seeing his interaction with his players. And I felt like, when you look at Vic, he's a cool, calm, collected guy. I saw the instant chemistry that he had with those guys when he dapped them up and, was speaking to him for a little bit, even cracked a joke about whether they worked out or not. That tells you right there he's going to be a player's coach. That's great. What wasn't great was the look of it. The camera angle that Norfolk State used was so bad that you could see the back of people's heads. People had their hands up, people walking around like we was watching a bootleg Medea movie in 2006. It was terrible. And then, not only that, the presentation of the stage was nice, but you couldn't really see it because the camera angle was so terrible. It was some amateur level stuff. And I think the reason being is because the news was covering it as well, and they had the higher platform and had the better production. Of course, they're gonna have better production than a news channel, but just even the better angles, because whatever platform they used, it was at a higher angle. I also feel like they should have used the Eccles Arena because it's a nicer arena. It would have spread everybody out a lot better, where you're not getting the back of people's heads, seeing old boy cornrows with no hang time. Don't feel bad, bro. I had cornrows like a year and a half ago and I had no hang time. I'm just calling it what it is. That's why I cut my hair. but but in all seriousness, man, like, we have to present ourselves just like a UVA, Virginia Tech, in terms of production and quality, which is not hard to do for a Division One university such as Norfolk State University. We if we want to win at a championship level, if we want to be respected by other colleges out there, by the general public, we gotta uphold ourselves as such. And whoever the guy that hosted the press conference, I mean no disrespect, but brother, that's not your lane. I'm just gonna be honest. You know, the host that you need somebody that's gonna ask questions that you could clearly understand. And part of that is because again the production level was so bad. But you gotta have some sort of like at least some mild charisma about yourself to keep not only the audience there engaged, but also the people watching. And then just the look and then just the way you were sitting opposite Vic, it just didn't look as good as it could if they had someone else there. And I mean no disrespect. The administration that was there. When you open up a press conference, they're not there to see y'all. I'm just being honest. We're not there to see y'all. And there's no disrespect to y'all as people, But you have to understand that, think from an outside point of view. Think about somebody that doesn't know about Norfolk State University and they just want to see Vic. That interaction could be the difference between extra tickets. The tickets gonna sell in the game, but extra support and from people already telling off because they're like, "Yo, this is whack. This is corny." Like, just I feel like if you're administration, you should be up there no more than 2 minutes at a time. And, say what you got to say. Don't make it a whole filibuster session. Just Now here's the thing: y'all deserve credit for what y'all did. Y'all look nice up there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just realize, and I'm not just talking about Norfolk State administration, just HBCUs in general. I see the little faculty, staff, administration, whenever they do presentations like this, they tend to overextend themselves and they start belaboring the point way too much. It's just a time and place for everything. And that was strictly about Vic and the Spartan Nation. So next time y'all got like an event like this, please keep it short. We give y'all credit for making this happen. Great job. Kudos. Shout out to the AD. Shout out to the president. Shout out to Aaron Ross, Aaron Roos, I think that's the way you say it, I think he played with Vic. He either played with Mike or Marcus. I can't remember which one, but he played for the Packers. Was a pretty good guy. Also as a politician. So that should have been featured. The way I would have did it would be just like this. I would have picked like somebody from administration to speak, just to introduce everybody to the conference, then pass it off to the administration. I'm sorry, the athletic director. The athletic director, shout out to you. I'm not trying to be funny, but short, you sound like training. When I close my eyes, I'm thinking you about to spit bars like, but that's neither here nor there. But but good job, real talk, in bringing Vic, and conversing with Aaron Roos to make this happen. And then, matter of fact, yeah, speaking of which, let's flip it this way. I'd have brought in Aaron Roos because that's somebody that's associated with Hokies, a guy obviously that knows Vic, and then the AD, and then keep both people short, like 2 minutes or less, and then the president, and then you introduce Vic. And all that is under 10 minutes, man. Really, 8 minutes, for real. And then you jump into Vic. But before we even get to Vic, I would have waited. I say you should have waited to do this because this was not promoted well. Y'all could have did something. And these ideas I got from listening to a podcast to a guy, his name is Scotty, but he has a podcast called Off Script, which talks about primarily HBCUs and also other levels of college football, amongst other things. But just listen from him and some of the people that were calling in on the show. And a lot of those people are not associated with Norfolk State. And they were saying the same thing that I'm saying right now on how things could have been better. So, I would have waited, January when the students came back, had like a little pep band, some balloons just to spruce up a little bit, had that Eccles, had students there, packed the house out, because you want to make this hype. You want to make this lit. Norfolk State is a different breed. It's a different type of people. Short example, I threw the Battle Bay Poetry Slam about 15 years ago, right? And within poetry slams, there's a specific type of rules. I knew based off of my demographic that I could not have a traditional poetry slam and have the type of results that I wanted with a Norfolk State crowd because we're different. We talking about like kids that will boo you off the stage if you trash at an Apollo event. You know what I'm saying? So like, I freaked the rules a little bit, made it more of about a rivalry based poetry. Had some dancing, had some artists come in between, just to spruce it up a little bit, based off of my demographic, and I promoted. And it wasn't just me; I had a whole lot of help. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of guys. Shouts out to the people, from the Creative Writer Club, Spartan Epidemic. Y'all know who y'all are. I had an awesome producer. Shout out to her. But long story short, man, we ended up drawing about 500 people, man. You know what I'm saying? Right in that student center. And that's just one small example. A little bit of better promotion, a little bit better advertising about the event, incorporate some of the student body with like the pep band, have like a little bit better on the decorative side of the game. Use echoes next time. Hope preferably. You could have even kicked it out on the 7th of January. So because 7. But also, that's number 7 jersey. That needs to be sold yesterday. That is a hot ticket item. I would have white, yellow, and green. Matter of fact, I would even add a black. You need 3 to 4 color jerseys, and just sell Vicks. You know what I'm saying? And that's extra money for the school. Like, so all you Vic haters, you can't get that with any other coach. Just for that small little slither of income that you will get from selling merchandise like that, you can't get that from any other coach. The news ain't coming for they do come for the coaches hire, but you got people that came from out of state for this. So that's my time for right now. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Anybody I talked about, please do not take offense to what I'm saying. But we can do better. All right, y'all have a good night. And thanks for checking this video out. Like, share, subscribe. I'm Hampton Land of Vegas. Y'all be easy.